Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup Show. Here we are with you on the 23rd of July 2021. Busy week this week because obviously it was a little bit of a short week because I was away. As a lot of you know, I was at the British Grand Prix last weekend and we didn't come back to the Monday, and because of traffic and horrendous things like that, we actually didn't get back here to around about 8:30 at night. So anyway, good to be back, but we did leave you with some various things on last week, as you can see. So this really goes back to here. Where part two, technically, because what we did was we put two parts up of the new Zvezda URL video build that we're doing at the moment. Okay, so obviously we've got part one went up, and then obviously we've got part two, which is basically carrying on from part one about the chassis, all the various parts going in there. We're working on the deck area, on the back, and obviously all the bits and pieces down in there like that. I have to say, it's been a great build. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and we talked about Zvezda on Thursday night. And various things like that, as well as the 10% off you can get in the PM store at the moment on all Zvezda kits. Okay, but it has been a fantastic one. It's one of those ones where I wasn't quite sure what we were going to be dealing with. Haven't built a Zvezda vehicle before, obviously, and lots of other things. And the last thing we did, sort of, you know, with plenty of internal detail, shall we say, would have been the MRAP. And the MRAP was just a massive undertaking. There was hundreds of parts in that. It was like building the real thing. But anyway, really enjoyed it. Some really clever, thoughtful, I think the way you best describe it, the way it goes in. So there's a lot of things about, you've got like half moon shaped or semicircle shaped pins for locating, so they're facing the right direction, you've got them the right way round and things like that. And again, different size pegs to be going into holes as well, so you get a large one and a small one, so you can't put them in the wrong places. So again, really well thought out. And various other things, you know, a lot of the fiddly bits on here, they're attached to larger parts, but there's a lot of overlapping the way they go together, which makes it really strong. So from that point of view, it's very easy to sort of, you know, put together, and you can't really go wrong, because if you do start to go wrong, it won't go. It's as simple as that. So if you've got a part and you're thinking it doesn't fit, check your things, make sure you got your left and rights around the right way and your part numbers do match up, and you'll be absolutely fine. But again, I have to say, I love it. So far, it's gone together really nice on that one. We've been working on the bed this week. We'll obviously get the next part of that up with you next week. And obviously been working on the cab as well. It's pretty much ready for paint now, so what we'll be doing next week is getting it into the spray booth. We're going to do all sort of the underguard work and all the rest of it, painting it all black because most of it is black underneath, doing those areas, and then we can then weather, dry brushing, oils, washes, pigments, things like that on, and then we can start to work on the top deck on those areas, the cab, getting it all fitted together. And then obviously the big thing is we're going to fit it with the ZSU 23.2 gun system onto it, so we're going to have to do a little bit of work to, you know, get it onto the bed and a few little differences on here. So we're going to actually vehicle mount it and turn it technically into an African technical. That's what we're going with that one. So anyway, should be a lot of fun, and it has been a fantastic build so far along the way with that one. So that was basically up on Monday. We got the truck down in there as well. Tuesday, obviously it was the Tuesday show with me. We were talking about all different things. Obviously we were talking a lot about the what I was up to at the weekend. So obviously at the British Grand Prix, which is absolutely fantastic. And I did it like a vlog, and we were just going around there and talking about various bits and pieces you might know. This little bit down in here, which I did speak about there, I really wanted to do this week. I'm going to save that till next Tuesday, where we're going to do a sort of on test with an old needle nozzle set and a new one. As a lot of you know, I haven't actually changed my airbrush needle nozzle combo since I bought it, or got it I should say, and it's one of those weird ones where if it had been, that should simply say, a Harder and Steenbeck one, I would have probably been through at least 6, I would have thought, in the same amount of time. But I'm still on the original, so what I want to do is a little bit of a test, is to take, and here they are here, a brand new needle nozzle set. We'll do a test, so we'll spray it with this one as it's got, then we'll put the new one into it and we'll spray pattern that, see what the difference is, and then we'll put the old one back into it, because as far as I'm concerned there's nothing wrong with it, and we will see how much difference it is between putting in technically a brand new needle nozzle set combo into one that's been in your airbrush for years. Because again, if you've done this with certainly Harder and Steenbeck airbrushes, and I'm not knocking them, I've got 6 of them. The thing is that, you know, with those, the nozzles splay out. The needle, as it's impacting onto the nozzle all the time, slowly, you know, makes it bigger. So you end up with probably like a 0.6 after a while, because the alloys are quite soft. I would just like to know, personal, you know, just to me, let alone showing you guys, is what the difference actually is. Because this has got the 0.2 system into this one. This is the Procon PS270. This is the 0.2 needle set into this one, just to see if it splays like the others. Am I just it's working really well and the shape's still good, it's not fanning the actual the ledge or giving you a chisel edge or anything else like that, or is it literally really bad and it does need to be changed? But so far I haven't got any reason to change it, so I thought we'd have a look at that. So anyway, we will be doing that as a little bit of a Tool Tuesday, as that makes a return next week down onto that one. Wednesday show obviously was with the PM guys, so as you can see down in here, me and the guys were talking about all the pre-orders and all the bits and pieces that are coming out at the moment on that one. As you can see there, one that I'm quite excited for is the actual Mandalorian. Revell are releasing that one in 72nd. It's going to be quite big, so I'm probably going to build it because I love the Mandalorian look and I love the Razor Crest, and I think doing it in obviously in all the metals will be really, really nice with that one. So that's what we wanted to do there. So again, the Wednesday show is literally all about what's going on, what we've had in the store, what's going out, what's expected, latest releases, bits and pieces like that one as well. And speaking of which, I can do a little bit of a live unboxing because I have had a parcel from the good folks there. Okay, so I have got a ton of reviews to do, and I am going to do them next week. I'll be really, really honest with you, I've got a ton of editing to do, so I've had to do a load of editing for this. The Vulcan we'll speak about in a moment, I've got like 4 or 5 parts all lined up for this already. So because it's been so hot in the UK, I've decided to do editing in the core with fans and things like that on, rather than sweat around and house off here. Okay, so thank you boys. What we have in here is the much awaited and is available Lancaster. So this is the HK one, which we've been talking about now for God, years it feels. It came out of nowhere, the actual release. It was like literally all of a sudden I was getting messages saying, have you seen blah blah blah, and there's like, didn't know they were doing it. But anyway, this is the 48 scale, and it's the first time we've seen a 48 scale Lancaster since Tamiya did it 50 or almost 50 years ago. I think it's 48 years ago. That they actually released there. So this is the first time we've seen it, and I know loads of you have built it already, and there was lots and lots of trouble trying to get them because obviously the importer only got half their allocation, so obviously it's got to be split between all the distributors and stockists alike, so consequently that took a little bit of time sorting out. But second batch is in now, so if you did order from PM Models, obviously you'd have had yours by now, and now we have got a few left over. So if you do fancy one, we've got them in the PM store as well. Again, my build thing has changed a lot over the last few months with different things being released and up to different bits and pieces. So I'm not sure if I get round to building this one anytime soon, but I've got it. I will do the review of it next week and it'll be up with you, but really excited about building it. But as I said, I'm probably going to wait, let the aftermarket guys get on board with this one, find out what's the best for it, and we'll give it a whirl like that. Because to be honest, it'll go very nicely with my 72nd and 48 scale bombers that we've got up here as well. So obviously I have done their 48 scale B17 by HK Models. Beautiful build, absolutely loved every second of it. So it'll go very nicely with my sort of collection, if you like, as well. So we'll be doing those definitely as comes along. Okay, so that was that one. And then obviously last night. So last night we had the live show. That was up with you, and it was also usual things. We've changed the format a little bit. Obviously, if you were watching, you'll know this one. So what we're going to be doing now is looking into specific areas of the hobby and discussing them on a Thursday night. So obviously you guys can get involved, obviously live chat with us on Flory Models and those types of things. And also we'll be doing your questions, all right? We're not showcasing builds anymore like we used to do, because I'm going to do that with you in a minute. So really what we're going to do now is focus the actual live Thursday show on a particular thing. So it may be about, we've done ones already on various subjects, obviously along with Airfix with guests and things like that, but also we've done one on 3D printing, we've done one on different manufacturers, and last night we spoke about Zvezda, because we've all built lots of Zvezda but never really make a song and dance about Zvezda as a company. You know, when you go through how many different kits we've actually built of Zvezdas, you know, and we all got them out and showed them live during the show, they do some really, really nice stuff. And we were just discussing how Zvezda's really gone from being, you know, a mediocre company, shall we say, and then last 10 years, and we sort of drew a line of when it started as well, they got really good, and there's some very nice stuff. Okay, they've got the odd Dragon Reeboks in there and a few things like that occasionally that could trip you up thinking it might be a Zvezda's new box, but it's not. It's actually a Reeboks from Dragon, but most of their stuff is their own, and then obviously other companies pick it up. So you might find, like I did the 787 in a Revell box, and in fact that's the Zvezda kit, so things like like that. But their hinds are fantastic, as we know. We know they do beautiful 70-second MIGs, and obviously their sort of flankers as well, things like that. They are absolutely brilliant. So we're all showing off our models, and we were talking about the manufacture of the first half of the show, and then second half of the show we went on to doing the questions as well. So if you've got any questions, make them very punctual. We don't need life stories, we're not doing shout outs and all the rest of it, and all those types of things. So we're going to keep them just the purely questions on those shows so we can answer them and all the rest of it. So make sure you put the questions up there. But anyway, you can go off and you can see the live show on that one just like that. The big one, to be honest with you, is starting today, and it is a free to watch video build, is this one. Okay, so full links will be down in the description. I've got the review at the top because my thumbnail's horrible. Okay, and then obviously we've got the video. So the actual video is down in here, and then obviously if you want to watch it, we'll just mute it, you can go down in here, and then obviously you can watch in full screen. And away you go, you can just watch it up there, and then going along and seeing the entire build. Now this is a full video build, there's no corners cut or anything else like that, so if you ever wonder what we get up to at Flory Models, you can see the full build. So I'm going to be putting up one part of this a week. Each part is roughly around about 30 minutes, shall we say. Sometimes it goes over, sometimes obviously it may be a little bit shorter, but they all average out roughly around about 30 minutes, apart from the last part, which is normally around about an hour. Okay, so at the moment I'm slightly ahead of you guys, as you probably know. So from that point of view, it's here, as you can see. So far we've got the wing section all done as well. We've got the belly in. I'm doing the blue steel version with the big weapon underneath here. We are doing it geared down. Originally I was thinking about in flight and stuff, but I have to say it's gone together really very well so far. There's a few little bumps along the way, don't get me wrong, there's no such thing as a perfect kit, and I've pointed them out, and I will be showing you how to deal with like this centre bay, getting it in there, sanding and filling. There's a nasty seams on the wingtips for some unknown reason, so I've shown about filling and how to sand, rescribe and blend them back, and same with the leading edge of the wings and all those areas. But so far I have to say this has got to be Airfix's best kit to date. From a fit point of view, I haven't had a fit issue. Okay, we've had some gaps, okay, but I don't think that's a fit issue because it fits perfectly, it's just got gaps around it. But generally it has been absolutely fantastic. So part one is obviously up now. As I said, it's free for anybody to watch. Just pop along to the Flory Model site, follow the links, you'll find it. It's on social media as well, so you'll be able to often go and get it there. And then obviously over the next few weeks we'll be going through adding more and more parts to this one, so it will become a full video build just like we do all the others. But again, other ones obviously you have to be a subscriber to Flory Models. This particular one, it's a bit of a thank you to Airfix for sending me the kit for free. So I don't normally get freebies, and I certainly don't do this type of thing for them, but you know, when we were discussing with Airfix about it, we were saying I've been badgering them for 20 years to do a new one, and now they've done it, I suppose I owe them. So that's why we're doing it. But if you do want to follow along, obviously usual thing, it'll be completely from opening the box to the final reveal at the end. So obviously at the moment we're in the construction phase. Once that's finished, we'll be going into the painting phase, and then obviously into the weathering, and then final details ready for the final reveal. So if you ever wonder what we do here and you haven't seen one of our newer video builds, this will give you a good idea of exactly what we get up to. Okay, so that's really what we've been doing this week. Really busy. The next part of the actual the Euro truck will be up with you on Monday as we go through, and then the next part of the actual Vulcan will go up on Friday. So I'm going to have the Euro truck on Mondays, and then the Vulcan up on the actual Fridays, and then next week obviously I'll be doing through the reviews, and I've still got a ton of reviews to do. But as I said, this week in the studio and 30 degrees and 34 degrees in here the other day, it's a little bit much. So now the weather's cooling and raining, we can get a little bit back to normal. Right, so over in the actual areas, as you know, normally do this on the Thursday, but now you've got me doing it instead. But anyway, this is Chris. Chris has printed off his own using PLA printer, a fantastic T-Rex. To be honest, the 3D printing bit, that's nothing new, and to be honest, you know, the PLA ones I don't think are as good as the resin one. What is amazingly good though, what he's managed to do is with a few coats of Mr. Surfacer and a lot of sanding work, is to actually get rid of all the PLA lines into it and give it one of the best paint jobs I think I've ever seen. And he's done an absolute stunning job on this one, as you can see. So it's painted with MRPs and Vallejo paints, and it is absolutely stunning. He's done an amazing job on this one. So congratulations to that. So as we were talking about the other week with 3D printing of how, you know, the world is and moving along, he has done a stunning job on this one, as you can see. So congratulations to him, because it is actually really is a fantastic job on this one. But beautiful photos as well, nice and clear and crisp. But I just think the markings and the weathering, and before everyone says, yes, I know, we don't know what they were either, but a good educated guess, but it looks like a T-Rex to me. But fantastic job on that one. Okay, next up we've got, this is the Edard FW190A3. You might remember we spoke about these the other day, and Chris has done a fantastic job on this one. Beautiful job. Very nice, very subtle, the weathering right the way through with a little bit of chip in, but the dark work as well with the exhaust staining and things like that. Looks absolutely fantastic. Beautiful work with the yellows blending in. Generally, I think that's absolutely stunning. Very, very nice indeed. Great markings, lovely build. Lovely clear photos again. Very, very nice job. But just the slight texturing and mottling into the greys and with the greens as well. It's got that really nice sort of worn down look to it, and I really do like that. As you can see, very nice photos. Beautiful build. Very nice indeed. Okay, next up we got Wes. Wes has been working on the Airfix Hawker Sea Fury. This is the export version. And again, very, very nice. Having built this aircraft as well, we all built it as a team, complete with short shots. Okay, what colour's the wheel well? No, we're not starting on that one, clearly. Okay, but again, really nice. I do like the colourings of the navy ones, like this one with the grey with the sky. Looks very, very nice. Beautiful work. So nice photos as well, and your prop even spins. Good job. Very, very good job on that one. Okay. Next up we got Roger. Roger's done the Tamiya 112 scale CBR 1000 RR-R. Okay. Very nice job on that one. He's been using the Molotov chrome pens as well for the chrome work. Very nice. And say the Tamiya bikes, if you've never built a Tamiya bike, and I know I say this every single time we look at one, you have to do it because they are absolutely beautiful kits. The engineering is very, very nice, but the detail is absolutely beautiful as well. But anyway, really nice job with this one. It's got a little bit of the weathering onto it as well, just to knock it back. Turned out absolutely fantastic. Beautiful work. Good job on that one. Speaking of Zvezda, as we were, this is a 72nd scale. Just point this out again, 72nd scale T28 medium tank. But again, when you see the pictures, this does not look like, as you can see clearly, a 72nd scale. But if we work our way through, we can see some of the evolution of the model coming together. And there it is. Fantastic work on that one. Beautifully weathered. And again, when you're thinking it is 72nd scale, I think the weathering is absolutely beautiful on that one. So good job on that. Fantastic build. Okay, next up we got Steve. Steve's done the Mobius 1/6 scale Cylon Centurion. Beautiful work. And to be honest with you, I have this kit. I can see it from my CD in my stash. And now, you know, we always talk about, you know, why I like to showcase these. Is a classic example is it inspires other people to have a go at it. And they might be inspired to build that exact kit, or they might be inspired to try the weathering technique you've done, or the colours that you've done it in. That's what's so great about this hobby. And this is one of those where I'm looking at my Centurion now thinking, love to do it. But he's absolutely nailed that one. Really, very, very nice job. As you can see, all the metal work on there looking absolutely fantastic. So good job on that one. Okay, last up we've got Mike. Mike's done the 48 scale Mirage 3. This is obviously part of the Out of Africa group build, one of the first ones that are finished. Okay, and as I said, beautiful kit, very straightforward. One of his favourites because not a lot of decals onto it and no armament, just the drop tanks. And I built this kit as well, and it's a great kit. And you can see he's done a really very nice job on this one. Nice to see it in the South African markings as well. And again, this is what we talk about with the group builds that we're doing at the moment, is that the markings, the camouflage patterns, the colours, obviously a lot of people haven't seen them before, and there are some beautiful ones on there, but that camo work is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice indeed. So good job on that one, no problem at all. Congratulations on your entry into there. So you can see some beautiful work as ever. So as I said, on Fridays now I'm going to be showcasing your work, but we've still got the gallery at the end of the show, so don't worry about that. We'll be along with those, so hang around and you can see the ones on there. Speaking of which, obviously the group builds and SIGs, just to let you know, I have ordered all the medals. We've got 162 medals on order. Hopefully they will be in later next week or the week after, I have been told, depending on how quickly they can get to them all, but hopefully it won't be too long. As soon as I've got them here, I'll be in contact with everybody, and then I will say send me your address and I'll do it. Please do not send me your address now, because like I said before, I have various systems in place to do it, but because I still get around about maybe 30 to 40 emails a day, plus all the other sort of payments, subscriptions and all those other things on top, it's usually around about 200 emails a day coming in. If your address one comes in, it could easily get accidentally lost, deleted, or just moved to the wrong place, and then I don't know I've had it, and then I have to go around chasing and all the rest of it for you. So literally, like we were saying before, wait till I get in contact with you. I'll either give you a shout on one of the shows, or I'll email you and say send us your address and I'll get it to you. We do not keep anybody's postal addresses on thing. I know a lot of people say you have my address. We don't, because of data protection and all the rest of it. We keep none of that here. Okay, so that's why we have to get back in contact with you over those said things. Okay, but anyway, the group builds that are going on at the moment, obviously the Swinging 60s one, that one has ended, and I probably will spend a couple of days over the weekend and maybe next week as well cleaning that up, getting it all sorted, and we'll get that final reveal video sorted up for when the medals come in, so it all happens together. All right, so if you have got a work in progress one like in here, like 225 you have over the weekend or early next week, you will see those move out obviously into the normal work in progress area, so you can finish off your build. Okay, but the current ones at the moment that we got going on, obviously you've still got what, a month and a half or a month and a couple of weeks in this one, and this is for the SIG, so this is a special interest group, and again we've got 88 ones in there, and obviously we've got 39 finishers onto this one as well. And I must admit, this one did take my eye. This is a beautiful one. As a Huey's fan, I have to show you, but he's done a gorgeous job. This is Dennis, and this is the 48 scale Italeri UH1D, and he's done a beautiful job onto it. So as you can see, fantastic job with the Australian Army markings on this one. So beautiful work. Again, a lot of people sort of dismiss this kit, and I think he's just shown that actually it's not a bad kit either. So great work doing the Huey on here. As you can see, very nice indeed. So great work on that one. Okay, so again, don't forget, make sure you get all your video your builds all up to date, up to scratch before it ends, and then obviously you can move it over to the final reveal area and you're good to go from there. Okay, the current group build obviously we just seen there as well is the Out of Africa one. That's going to run until the end of the year, so literally you've got till the end of December on that one. So currently at the moment we've got 86 entries into that one, and we've got 5 finishers as well, so that one's coming along really well. And again, we've got this gorgeous one down in here from Lee, and he's done the Gypsy Moth. Very nice job, fantastic. There we go, beautiful work, very nice indeed. Clever work with the photos. So yeah, fantastic, very good job on that one. So remember, group builds and SIGs and everything else like that, currently they are unchanged, but there is going to be some changes coming to the group builds and SIGs in the near future. Again, I know we've been playing with ideas of changing out from medals and all stuff like that, so stay tuned. To say nothing's going to change for the moment, but it will come along in the near future. So anyway, last up today, we're going to have a look round at the PM store as always. Okay, so the PM store as of today and over the weekend is doing 10% all off all Zvezda kits. Okay, so that's everything model kit wise. Okay, so it's 10% off. It's automatically added at the end when you get to checkout. Oh, we've got stuff selling out already. So we say we've got the trucks, we've got the fighters, we've got obviously the Hinds down in here as well, and obviously all of the line out of their aircraft and things. We've got lots of their stuff available. As you can see, some beautiful kits down in here. Oh look, that's the one I did the 35M. We were on the show yesterday, couldn't work out which version I built. It was that one. And again, I've done the airliners as well. I've done that one, so that's absolutely fantastic, the Zvezda one. But they do great airliners. Their vehicles, trucks and armour are absolutely brilliant as well. And again, it's 10% off everything you can see down in here. It includes the figures as well. And again, some items are sold out, as you can see. But anyway, lots of stuff going on down in there. So if you want to get 10% off all of those, it's added automatically at the checkout. There's no codes to put in or anything else. Everything just gets discounted when you get to the checkout. Other things as well, obviously the special offers have been updated today. So if you want to grab yourself a little bit of a bargain, so there we go, we've got a little bit off obviously there of the Tornado GR4. This is the big 32nd one. We've got some Eagles going in there as well, so you can grab those. We've got the Grad, which I think that Grad is the one that Matt's building as well currently at the moment. So if you want to follow along with his build, his one's down in there as well. And all of these other ones, as you can see down in here. And we've still got some of the damage box ones as well. So some money off there on the damage box kits just down in there with the PM store as well. So if you want to head over to the PM store, I'll put full links down below on that one. You can go over there. And don't forget the new arrivals, which changes all the time. We've got the Lancaster in there. So there's the gorgeous Lancaster as well, which I'll be doing. And we'll put the review up next week as well. Okay, so fantastic one on there like that. And that is about it for this week. As I said, don't forget, things are slightly changing, so no TFI Friday show and live show with the guys and everything on the Friday anymore, because what we're going to be doing is some more interactive builds at the weekend. So the Saturday morning show is going to return, so it's going to be on once or twice a month from sort of now on, depending how things work out with obviously people being around to be able to do it. Okay, so that is going to make a return for Saturday mornings where we'll just be building. So it'll be heads down cameras, we'll be building along with it as we make our way through on that one. Don't forget, everybody could go off and watch part 1 of the Vulcan build now. It's not just for members, it is on a free to watch, so if you want to go off and see part 1 of that, and again part 2 will be up on Friday, following Friday, part 3, part 4 as it makes its way through as well. So look forward to seeing how you think I'm getting on with that one, and I'm looking forward to getting some paint on it, because it'll be really, really nice to see it painted up. Right, as always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So until Monday, everybody, happy modelling, take care.
Wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing and keep your words naked. You got me blushing, and you forever I'll follow. You'll be my holy ground. You forever I'll follow. For the answer.